What is up, everybody? It would not let me do it. What? Why doesn't it ever let me build? That's my question. And why do we have an AR?
Are y'all on the same team? It is a 1v1 situation. Oof. Ooh. You get up and get it. Well, then get down and get it. Yes, sir. There. Welcome. playing snipers only. Oof. On Taylor's seats. Sir? Yes, sir. Yeah, no. He got it to shut all the way. Let's go, baby. Dad, did Mama take the car to work? Okay. Oh, I didn't know if you were talking to me.
Shut up.
Ooh, flex. Ooh, flex on them. Cajun rice on them. Ooh, dub on them.
I'll whoop your butt. Even worse, let me catch you. You can't. If you keep this door open, it's real damage. So when y'all keep this door open, because it's locked, I'm
Yes, sir.
and if you keep it open because both of them locked down and I'm playing games, both of you get the whooping. That's the end of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hello. Is there anything little and heavy we can put to hold this thing down? Oh, she's a psycho. Yeah, she's psycho.
Here's your standings. A quick refresh of everything we've seen. Like we just saw, Clicks, multiple games so far today. 3 victory royales. Only 7. He still has 3 left. 66 points, and he's already qualified.
Yeah.
So you have to keep in mind too, players like Clarity, Mega, even though all the way down to the bottom, Colorful, those players, if they end up in the top 6 for NA East, all you have to do is just adjust the list of who's going to qualify. So if you freeze it right here, this is one of the craziest things as we head into the final week of solos. Freeze it right here. Every single player on this board would end up qualifying because you have 1st, 4th, and 5th pushes multiple positions down. It's insane. And that's consistency because then you have Clicks, Clarity, Mega, Colorful, all already in the top 10 right now as it stands right now. But like I said, still have games left to play.
The tough thing is Aspect already at 10 games played, won't be able to up that score anymore. We'll see if they can potentially hold on to their position. We know that that's a look at NA East. I believe we also have an update for Brazil.
The final standings for
final
Brazil.
standings for Brazil.
There it is.
Node qualifies Techno Viking in that 2nd spot. So close, but not enough in the end. You see the noizzy boys on there as well. Either way, Clip Node, the one qualifier from Brazil, which means we've got a ticket to punch. We've got a ticket to punch.
Jack,
for the World Cup Finals. Ben, I know this is something that you've struggled with.
It's going to work. It has to work. At some point, it's going to work. All right.
Do it.
So I've seen everybody else do it. It's just a little corner tap. I think that I've been hitting the middle. I'm going to try the corner, okay? Ready?
All right, go ahead.
Man.
Ben. Let's throw it back to our casters. To the break.
Hey Fortnite fam, BallaTW here to get in the nitty-gritty of competitive Fortnite. The final circles in competitive Fortnite are packed tightly with both action and players, all fighting to get the victory royale. Let's introduce one of the most common techniques used to outlast your opponents in those congested final zones. What is tunneling? Also known as snaking or pathing, this is when you build a protected tunnel while running away from the storm and into the next safe zone. When these safe zones get so small, this becomes very, very important as there can be opposing players on all sides of you. Here's an example of the most basic tunnel, the straight tunnel. From your base, you simply build straight towards your destination straight ahead of you with the floor piece below your feet and above your head. This is the most basic and also dangerous version of the tunnel since you're not covering horizontally. You're exposed from your sides. However, you save materials by doing this. The materials you spend covering your sides quickly add up. Then, if you need to go diagonally to get where you need to go, you'll often see players do the diagonal tunnel. At its most basic, it's very similar. You're just changing directions as you go. Once left, once right. This is very useful since sometimes you'll encounter enemies that you want to get away from on the road to the victory royale, or the next safe zone is in a diagonal direction. So just change directions and move, but make sure to stay safe from the storm. Now we talked about how you're exposed from your sides. In both versions, you can add walls to either side, or both left and right, or even in front as well. This gets really hard really fast, and this is why it's so impressive that not only are these high-level players tunneling so fast and without error, but at the same time going for crazy plays on unsuspecting opponents to rack up elimination points as well as placement points. It's a lot to take in, and oftentimes they do things so fast that you can't even keep up. Watching players like Cease, Bizzle, Mongrel, Benji Fishy, and all the players playing in the Fortnite World Cup Online Open play from their tunnels can be jaw-dropping. So there you have it, tunneling. One of the most important skills in competitive Fortnite. It's pretty simple at its core, but at the high pace of these congested endgames, it gets complicated. That means you need to practice, and make sure to hop in creative mode and do just that. You can practice it in the open on your own island, or use one of the many amazing pre-built training courses that creators have made. This was BallTW, and we'll see you in game.
When it actually qualified, it's actually such a relief, such a big achievement, and something I've been working for almost a year now. It feels really good.
I think it's one of my biggest accomplishments. It's just a massive, massive pool of people.
You need to be so incredibly proud of your son being one of the best, one of the best solo Fortnite players in the world.
It's still hitting me like slowly. I was literally just laughing. Like, I was laughing so much.
Wow, I won $50,000 guaranteed, and I'm going to New York.
Yeah, gonna keep 50,000.
Oh, there you go.
As a kid, this is basically all you dream of.
The hype's really real.
It's a game I can compete in, and I think that's why I have so much fun in it.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness! What a play!
I'm incredibly grateful for Fortnite for giving me the opportunity to just pursue gaming, and how many friends I've made through this game.
Thank you for everyone who believed in me, because I honestly didn't really believe in myself.
It's gonna be so fun. I love it.
It's awesome. Thanks, Fortnite.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between. My name is Sundown, and you're watching the Fortnite World Cup Online Open week number 9. Yes, week 9 already, which means it is the final week of the solos competition. We have already seen Europe, Oceania, Asia, and now Brazil wrap up. We're going to get into the final moments of NA East, and I'm gonna need some amazing casters to bring us to the conclusion. It's gonna be Dr. Lupo and Zikamus Prime. Gentlemen, take us away.
You'd think after long enough, walking out from the same section would lose its pizzazz, but it's true, it's not the case. Still feels good every time. Zeke, welcome. We get to finish NA East, dude. It's the craziest region in terms of big names.
Sure. I'm still just baffled that Sundown called me an amazing caster. I mean, with an accolade like that, what else do I need? Let's hop into these games as amazing casters would. Here we go, though. Like you said, man, this is the tail end of NA East. And again, Fortnite fam, if this is your first time tuning in, maybe, you've been with us in and out. Guys, this is it. The final week of solo competition. 9 minutes, almost 10 here left on the clock for these players to queue up. This is it, Lupo. This is literally these players' last opportunity to qualify and punch your ticket to the finals. Now, don't forget, we have 1 week left that has been moved, all right? And that will be the final duo week. But right now, it's all about solos.
Remember, too, with that adjustment in scheduling comes a doubling of prize. $2 million on the line this week and the following week, that final week, the 20th and the 21st, in case you're checking your calendars. Appreciate Epic making a solid call there. You don't want to schedule multiple cool events simultaneously. Make sure everybody can watch and play, etc. Top of your screen there, and then we've seen multiple times climbing the leaderboard. Hogman squeaking outside that box on the left side. Meanwhile, Phenom here in front of you, pushing forward. On up 28 points right now. 2 eliminations, halfway full on materials, and the all-powerful tactical shotgun in the inventory. At this point, that's a joke in comparison. Honestly, so many people, especially in competitive, favor the combat shotgun because its ability to hit at range favors accuracy, and the ability to ADS, aim down sights, for those that are not aware of what the acronym stands for, do just a little bit extra damage as everything kind of, accuracy is increased, everything's pushed together, the spread is not as severe. Shots from the outside here, a quick little tap. Lawden goes down. Phenom picking up a 3rd elimination.
That was a great ramp, there to mount a little bit of a defense. You know, he saw the player, he eliminated the player, someone else saw him eliminate the player. I was trying to find a better way of saying that, but I was like, let's just go for it. And then,
I respect the attempt.
You know, I appreciate it. Got to try sometime. You know what's crazy? I think this is the first time we're seeing Sunny Steps today as one of these final ending zones. Now, don't forget, guys, top 25 is that placement threshold. 15, 5 is the victory out, or all the additional ones as well. And every elimination is a point. So, Dr. Lupo, you know, these guys, we can't stress this enough. Like I said earlier, this is the final few moments. Everything they do is going to affect the standings, right? If they eliminate a player, if they get eliminated, maybe they make a bad call or a bad trade, it's going to directly impact the standings.
On top of that, you can see big shifts in placement. Might come down to the point where some player may or may not qualify because of a single mistake. 1v1 that's lost, that kind of situation. Red Sprite on the outside. Graska finding 2 eliminations. The second to follow through is on Tilt. Pushing up the ramp here. We're in the top 25 now. Placement points going out for everybody. 41 points. Enough to put Graska closer to the top 10. Love to see that. Campfire down to probably the only time that might be this safe. Even then, not very safe. It's multiple players. Blind pressure shots squeaking through the walls. Graska's forced to turbo build. Try and save himself and a chance to heal up on that. Campfire, you saw High Sky rotating next to Graska. Making it out just barely by a hair. 52 HP is enough for a combat shot out of midair to cause Graska to have to go back to the lobby. 52 builds left and both minis popped. 102 HP, just kidding. 152, maybe 200 in a second here. We'll see. Graska trying to find another elim. Quick edit back down into his own build. Pushing forward in the outside rotation in front of his opponent's box. Owning as many of the surfaces as possible. Really, really solid heads-up play there. Phenom out by the storm because of damage dealt just moments ago. Top 15, top 13 now as Graska picks up more placement points and the eliminations from the previous opponents.
Now, don't forget, Dofi is up above him. Down below is Shaz. And look here on the lowest ground, players being eliminated. High Sky there as well. And look at the rift, just sending players into the sky. So now Graska's not on the highest ground tarp, so he's got to make a decision. You know, the guy on the top, Dofi, is going to be looking up because anyone could try and potentially contest high ground. So now he's probably going to turn his attention down below. He could go for the contest and try to, like, overtake high ground. But right now, man, again, like, when every single interaction matters, it's better to just wait it out. Try and get those placement points 100%. First, and then go for elims, right?
Seeing a slightly lower average score right now. Everybody in here, Statsy goes down.
All right.
Odri on the outside. Quick push there from Graska. E11 feeling real good about their recruitment right now. We've said that about Ghost, FaZe, and a number of other teams in the past, but right now, Graska definitely putting on a good show. E11 doing an excellent job, feeling good about all their players.
Oh, look at that. Up on the high ground, Graska goes for the contest, and he overtakes, man, words, what's going on with me today? Overtakes Dopi up on the high ground, and look at this dude. He's dropped into critical HP. He's just got to bail on the entire situation. He's like, Graska, my bad, man. I didn't know it was your high ground.
Sorry about that. Good to go now.
Almost here. Top 5, Lupo getting close.
80 damage there. Graska looking to follow through. See if we can pick up an elimination. Going to double layer above. You want to keep ownership of as many surfaces above as players are rotating. Look at that shot. That's exactly why. Takes ownership of the ceiling. Quick edit. Shaz goes down. 4 players remaining. 8 elims right now for Graska. Big game. Victory Royale or not. We'll see here in a second. Dopey on the ultimate low ground. 30 HP, it looks like. Trick and Nyko King fighting it out. The same tarp, the same box. Nyko King drops out just before getting the elim and actually goes down himself. Trick going down to Graska. It's a 1v1 with Dopey with no builds, 29 HP. Here we go. The shots from above. Constant pressure is all it's going to take, as this is Graska's game to win. Imagine a loss right now. Yeah, right. It couldn't be me. And Graska takes it home.
Very well executed from him. Just identifying, you know, when to go for the high ground retake. Obviously, you want high ground heading into these later circles, but, like, you got to know when to do it. Because if you just go get aggressive and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to challenge this guy, often at times it's met with a combat shotgun to the face.
Timing is everything. Timing is absolutely everything. If you, like you said, if you have a player that pushes up at the wrong time, maybe that player that has the ultimate high ground is already aware of everything that's going on. Could literally have a bead on you from above. Maybe you flint knock up, maybe you redeploy, anything. You're putting yourself in a shot, in a position that basically says, please shoot me out of the air. Have this elimination. Excellent gameplay there. By the way, if you are on NA East, we are in the last 3.5 minutes of queue time. Get the games in, or I mean, that's a big misstep. Why would you not? Just do it.
I mean, especially if you have extra games, just hop in and go for those elimination games or throwaway games, as sometimes we refer to.
If it's your last one, though, definitely play it all the way out for placement.
Yeah.
So important.
Absolutely.
You can pick up extra points there. See the mark for the circle. I mentioned that earlier. Very kind of cool that we can see that from this view. Carew from the Twitter gang, or I'm not sure.
I think that just means he's Carew on Twitter.
I just love all the different prefixes and stuff people put in their names. The smiley faces at the end. Is goated, spams L2.
I will not lose.
Love it. Love
a billion of them. Picks up air cool there in the crossfire. Now he knows someone else is close. Lux here as well going to get picked up, and someone's going to send Stinks RPGs the likes over Carew's way. But look at all this free loot. I believe that is a chug jug as well. I mean, I feel like if you're going to go ahead and dedicate the 10 seconds for the Meg, just take the extra 5.
Chug. Why are you not using the chug?
Listen,
Drew, why are you not using the chug, bro?
It's, you know, maybe he's just feeling a little bit of pressure here from things around him. Remember, we have more, I guess, like, insight on this just because we can see more. We have more information than Carew does in this game. So
I feel like he's got to have the audio cues to know that no one is around him, or at least no one's going to pressure. The only thought could be, is there someone maybe 1-2 layers up with a heavy snipe, someone that could drop into this box and apply pressure when I'm not really expecting it. Yeah. But he was already at such high HP and shield. Look, he's even standing still right now. This is just so you know at home. Look at that. That wasn't even a spectate issue. That was literally he sat there and did nothing.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you might as well have just taken the chug. And just leave it behind. You know, listen, it's okay.
Leaving it behind now makes sense.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a chance to use that, but not using the chug in that moment feels like a misplay. It's all right, though. Hopefully,
very well
figure this out.
Could come back to bite him, but look, if he gets a siphon, he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
You know? That might be what he's banking on. It's like, look, let's just go for the siphon.
He knows. He read the script, right? He knows that this is about to be an elim for him. Joke, by the way, internet, Reddit, please. There's no actual script. Kidding. 30 players left. We'll get a top 25 soon. Carew just rotating around inside this baller. Not putting too much pressure on anybody. You don't want to make yourself a target and make anybody frustrated. You break their builds, that kind of thing. You know they're going to lash back. Kaleber in the feed, pick it up. Elim on Tandy. Players in the ultimate high ground stills. Carew's rotating this ball. He's not the only one, though, as you see a swarm of ballers in front.
Right here on the edge of top 25, and this is what we're going to see, right? Everyone's slowing down their game. Justin, unfortunately, going to be edged out right there at the end. And this is probably when you wanted to, this is the least optimal time to be eliminated, right? Right on the edge of top 25.
Because the heartbreaking, because you wasted 20 minutes getting to top 26, and then you get popped. Whoever you see in the feed next, oh, there it is. I believe it was Swifty Slides goes down. Very sad.
Yeah, if you jump into a game and you're eliminated like 86, maybe pick one elim or two, you're like, you know what? No big deal. I hopped in.
Good use of time.
Yeah, but if you hop in like that and you get eliminated, it's rough.
Right now, not the best. I guess the last game, too, not a huge deal because you know that, oh, God, we're going to get another one in. But this is a lot of players. Styles on Gek all the way to the bottom of your screen, falling outside of the zone, probably going to go down 2 storm damage. On your screen were the point schemes, how to get points, placement, and eliminations. Very important. Percently, 0 elims, 101 builds, 17 left, looking all the way up top, pushing his way back up. Player inside, a lot of baller play in here. You got to remember too, They feel like if you mess with one baller, you're going to get the whole swarm, so you got to be careful because there's going to be a lot of people flying around you. Gal all the way to the top. Zakep, NA East out of time for queuing. Bugabot dropping in as well. Sebi goes down. Animal pick up that elimination.
You know, I feel like at this point, because there's so many ballers rolling around, like you just gotta crack them. Yeah, there goes one.
Speaking of, Animal forced out of the ball are gonna have to build up and tarp out at the level here, which is kind of tough because there's nothing else connecting what he's built in on, unless somebody connected from above, which they may have. We'll see here. Good chance to farm up a little bit of tree. Some wood there. He's only at 331. Might as well pick up as much as he can.